Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the longest running series on my channel. This is episode 4 of C.C.O. Complete Client Overview. Today we are looking at the Pyro Client. Before we get into the review, I'd like to quickly say thanks to everyone that voted in my last video. With that being said, please don't forget to go and vote for next week's video with the link in the description. I've also added my texture pack to the description for everyone that has asked, so be sure to go and check that out. Anyways, let's get into the review. Just like all the other videos in this series, we are going to start this video by having a look at Pyro Client's website. Honestly, there isn't too much to say about Pyro's website. It is very simple and does the job. When it comes to aesthetics, I think it's fair to say it's nothing special. The layout is slightly confusing. Personally, I have never liked websites that have a navigation panel at the bottom of the page. Speaking of which, their website offers 4 different pages. Home, which is literally just a promotion video and links to their other pages. Dashboard, which is the page for Pyro Client users. Features, a page that displays a few of the hacks with what they are used for. And a purchase page, which is where people can register an account and purchase the client. There is also a link to join the official Pyro Client Discord server. If I'm being honest, I don't really like the look of this website. Also, for some reason, the modules page is missing quite a few of the hacks. It honestly feels like they made the website and then completely forgot it existed. My last criticism of the modules page is the way it is laid out. It looks terrible and is hard to read. Once you have made an account and purchased the client, you are redirected to the dashboard page. Here you can link your Discord account or download the Pyro Client installer. The installer itself will require a login before letting you install the client. Overall, the installer actually looks decent and works well. One small thing that I appreciate is when you click Browse to change the installer's location, it opens the mods folder instead of your C drive like some other clients. After launching the client, you're greeted with a message telling you the default GUI key and instructions on how to change it, which personally I am a huge fan of. However, one thing I'm not a fan of is the loading times for launching the game. I don't have the fastest Wi-Fi on earth, but throughout my testing I kept receiving this error message when launching the client. The game also sometimes takes up to 5 minutes to launch for no apparent reason. Anyways, you know what doesn't take 5 minutes and really helps me out? Leaving a like on this video and maybe even subscribing if you haven't already. I really do appreciate all of your support. Now that Pyro Client is installed, let's have a look at some of its modules. Pyro Client offers its users a total of 141 different modules. These include 23 modules under the combat category, 14 exploits, 27 movement hacks, 32 different render modules, 12 world modules and 2 advanced modules. Some of the PvP modules offered by the Pyro Client include Crystal Aura. This module works fairly well, but it is not as customizable or powerful as some other clients. Offhand. This module lets you swap what is in your offhand with an item that is in your inventory with one click of a key. Quiver. This module uses a bow to give you the positive effects of arrows. Self-web. This module places a web at your feet to stop players climbing in your hole. If someone gets trapped floating in the web, they are very easy to kill. Surround. This module creates a safe hole around the player. Velocity. You can configure this module to give you different amounts of knockback. Key Pearl. Allows you to throw a pearl with one click of a key, even if the pearls are inside of your inventory. Packet XP. This is used to throw XP at a faster rate and heal your armor. In Pyro, this module can be found under the World tab and it is combined with the Fast Place module. Anchor. This module snaps you into safe holes. This can be used when you are low health and need a safe hole to gapple. Now that we have looked at some of Pyro's PvP modules, let's have a look at some of its utility hacks. Airstrafe. This module is fairly customizable, but I still wasn't able to configure it, as well as some other clients. Reverse Step. This module removes the falling animation and TPs you straight down 1 or 2 blocks. Refill. This module replenishes your hotbar with the same item from your inventory. This can be helpful in PvP or even when building. Radar. As far as I'm aware, Pyro was one of the first Minecraft clients to implement a render module of this sort. Free Cam. This module can be used to fly through blocks and spectate bases or caves. Auto Respawn. Personally, I use this module on the Future client, but it basically removes the respawn screen. Auto Fish. This module can be extremely helpful to new players on Anarchy servers. Overall, Pyro has a fairly wide selection of hacks to choose from, but a lot of them are missing settings and could do with some updates. Moving on to Pyro's GUI or graphical user interface. The default key for opening the GUI is right control. Overall, the GUI looks fairly clean and all of its colors can be customized to the user's personal preference. There are a few missing options, and personally I would love to see the addition of a height and width setting. Pyro Client also has quite a nice click and drag HUD editor. There are a decent amount of options and everything can be moved anywhere on the screen. One small detail that needs fixing is the notifications don't flip sides when dragged from left to right. The only support offered by the Pyro client is a Discord server. Now, I haven't personally got in contact with anyone or used the support. I did, however, spend some time looking through the different channels and I noticed the server was very dead. There is an FAQ channel, but not a single message has been sent in it. The same goes for the how to get support and ticket channels. Overall, the server is dead and I don't think you'd be able to receive much help if you ran into any issues. Overall, I don't really recommend this client to anyone. For those who don't know, Pyro is known as the exit scam client. The story goes something like this. Back in October 2020, the main dev for the Pyro client, Giant Nuker, joined a group known as the Brown Men. Here he learned of an active dupe and soon after he implemented an auto dupe module into Pyro client. He started advertising his client and many people bought it so that they could automate the dupe process and gain more in-game items. Now, nearly 9 months later, there still has been no official update for the client. In fact, the last update Pyro client received was over a year ago. This is why a lot of people say he exit scammed, basically getting a lot of people to buy his client and then disappearing. The modules themselves aren't too bad, but the client desperately needs an update, and who knows when or if an update will ever be available. There have been rumors of an update coming, but until then I don't recommend this client. Thank you so much for watching to the end of my video. I really do appreciate your time. Seeing as you're still here, I assume you enjoyed the video, so please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. Before you leave, remember to vote for next week's episode of C.C.O. with the link in the description. Quick shout out to my Patreon for all of the support. Without him, I would not be able to try new paid for clients every week. Anyways, it has been your boy KiLAB, peace in the Middle East.